Jazzie at the door. Artist talk. Artist talk. Jazzie K. Jazzie at the top presents Artist Talk. A live one-on-one conversation, 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K Award coming at ya. Jazzie at the top. Artist talk. Artist talk. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax, have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax, have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show Jazzie After Dark Artist Talk. I'm your host Jazzie K. Ward. So glad to be here with you on this Monday evening, and I'm so excited to have my special guest tonight, PJ Spraggins, drummer, writer, producer. This brother can do just about anything. But before we get into that, if you haven't, I wanted to talk a little bit about your KWARD radio mask. If you don't have one, you need to get one. $15 for the mask to mail, $5. Now, this is a special mask. This is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see that? So the proceeds go to breast cancer awareness. And on the back, you see that? You have that too, the 2020 and the logo right there. So these are $20. So I appreciate your support. Just message me right here or email me at info@kwaRdradio.com. So, you know, for the guys who said, oh, I don't really want a pink mask, there you go. And for our ladies who love the pink, you have the pink. I don't know if you probably can't see it from my light. Okay, but you'll still love it. And then I still have the regular KWARD radio mask. I have red, I have blue, I have white, and black. Right. So, hey guys, so let's go get ready to start the show. So go ahead and get your popcorn, go get your wine, whatever you drink on this Monday evening. My special guest, again, is international recording artist PJ Spraggins. So let's show you what you're in store for tonight. Wow, that brother is bad on the drums. Maybe he can teach me something. Again, everybody, welcome to the show, Artist Talk. My special guest tonight is international recording artist, drummer, producer, writer. Let's give it up for Mr. PJ Spraggins, ladies and
What's up,
gentlemen.
y'all? How's everything?
Hey, my brother PJ, what's going on?
Hey, man, I can't complain. How's everything with you guys?
Everything is, hey, just, is it storming there? It's kind of storming here.
It was earlier, but now it's chilled out a little bit, and that will be literally in a little while too. It's gonna get cooler, from what I hear.
Right. Yeah. Well, this is definitely my kind of weather, and this is definitely my kind of music. Because, brother, you were playing them drums over there.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. That's something I love to do, and God has given me the gift to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
Amen, my brother. So everybody just tuned into the show, go ahead right now and start your watch parties. We're streaming live here on Facebook. We're streaming live on KWARD Radio, Periscope, Twitter, of course, and YouTube. So again, go get your popcorn, go get your bottle of wine. We're gonna have an up close and personal conversation again with PJ Spraggins. So, PJ, my brother, so with the pandemic going on, I mean, how are you and your family been holding up?
We've been holding up well, thankfully. Of course, there's been some changes here and there, but thankfully we are still hanging on and we're doing well. We cannot complain.
Okay, well, I'm so good to hear that, especially in these trying times, brother. We need your music along with so many other artists' music. We're going to talk about some of your music. I always ask my artists, my guests rather. Now, was the drums your first choice?
Most definitely. Drums, it was something that I started off with probably at the age of 5 years old.
Okay.
My earliest memory, I was beating on stuff around the house, driving my parents crazy a little bit. So they saw the sign and they started to invest in it at an early age, and I'm glad they did.
And so are we. I mean, I can remember growing up as a little boy, at my grandmother's house and at my mom's house. I would climb up under the kitchen cabinet there and pull out all the pots and pans and get beating everything.
I did that too. Definitely. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what about, your family, your mom, dad, anybody else musically inclined?
It's mostly was on my parents' side, my mother's side. My mother is a singer. She still sings in church to this day. Um, but her side of the family was definitely the musical side. My dad, he can tell you, he's kind of like a music connoisseur. He loves
Okay.
all types of music, and he could tell you, you know, the record label, uh, those artists back in the day, like Motown artists. He could tell you all about the
Right.
label, the artist, what, you know, the story behind the songs. He's like the music historian, if you will.
Right. Right. Oh wow. That's right. Well, let me ask you this, PJ. Well, what first got you into music? Is this something you always wanted to do?
Let's see. I remember one of my earliest memories was sitting down in front of a record player.
Mhm.
I had to be 4 or 5 years old, and I was sitting Indian style, and the record that was playing was the Clark Sisters. You Brought the Sunshine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I had my headphones on. I was just staring at the record going around and listening. I was like, man, this is something. This this sound is
Hmm.
it's organized noise. So
Right.
I was hip from there.
Organized noise. Do you have a song? You don't have a song title, Organized Noise, do you?
No, no, I don't.
Okay.
Maybe I should do one.
I don't know. I'm thinking probably somebody else. I'm like, when is one of his songs? Listen, I mean, you have an amazing catalog of music. I think about your project, The Light of Day in 2006.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Pure, there's the shirt right there.
Yes, yes. You can get the
And
shirt on the website, www.jamespjspraggins.com, if you like. You know, it's good. It's a
that
good piece of clothing. And I don't know if you can see the painting right here.
I, I see the painting.
Yeah, so that is the original painting that was done. I commissioned this guy, Robert Goler,
Okay.
very abstract artist, when I was working on The Light of Day back in 2006. Um,
Okay.
I didn't want a picture of myself as the cover for my first
Okay.
CD out. I
Hmm.
wanted something that was, artsy. So
Okay.
I called him up, and after I finished recording the CD, I gave him the copy of the CD. It was like the only copy of the master. I was like,
Yeah.
I would love if you would just listen to the music, and whatever you paint, whatever you come up with is going to be the cover of the album. And that's what he
Okay.
came up with.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
I always like that print. So I see you have the shirts. So everyone watching, make sure you go to the website, purchase a shirt. Also, not only the shirt, get the shirt and the CDs.
Yes, sir. I sell the physical copies of all of my CDs. I have three. The very first one is The Light of Day. Then my second one is Pure Logic. Third one is Time to Heal. So all
Time
of
to
those
heal.
CDs are on sale on my website. And I will
Okay.
sign everything that ships from my website.
Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna have to get a shirt from you. I'm
Cool,
definitely gonna have to
man.
get
I
a
got
shirt.
you.
Hey, my friend David, we have a question for you, PJ.
Cool.
What artist no longer with us would you most have wanted to work with?
Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Michael Jackson. I know that's reaching for the stars, but that's one of the artists that I always wanted to see in person. Unfortunately, never got a chance to see him, but I've seen tons of YouTube videos and
Yeah.
videos of his tours overseas and
Right.
when he did the halftime show and all that stuff. So I mean,
Right.
I'm
I
a fan
mean,
of his music as well. So yeah, most
wow.
definitely Michael Jackson and Prince too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some really
Amazing.
great artists.
Man. Have you ever been so what was your very first, if you can remember, what was your very first concert you attended? Do you remember that?
Oh, let's see. My very first concert, like real concert, was
Hmm.
the Winans family.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to see the Winans family, and it was all of them. BB, CC, I mean everybody. And
Okay.
I am a big fan of the Winans family. Their music, Marvin Winans, he
Hmm.
can sing his butt off.
That's
It was crazy, man. That concert it was amazing. So
amazing.
I remember that, and I was like, okay, I know at some point in my life, I'm gonna, be on stage and playing music that I love to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and we definitely know, PJ, you, by the way you play, we know you started in a church in Bessemer, Alabama, right?
Yes, sir, I did. My very first church, my home church actually,
Okay.
Jerusalem Baptist Church, way down off in Bessemer. Um, I started playing drums there.
Okay.
But I didn't start there. I didn't immediately, start playing drums there. I had to
Hmm.
get good first, good enough to hold a beat. And that came by practicing at home, just
Oh,
listening to the radio. Back then we didn't have YouTube and all that stuff.
right.
It was just, you had to turn on the radio, find a station that you liked, and
Mhm.
it was R&B, it was top 40,
Right.
pop, rock and roll, all that stuff. So anything that came on the radio, I would just sit the radio next to my drum set and play along with it. That's basically how I learned to play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So, PJ, we have another question. Have you thought about making a CD with another jazz artist? I know you've collaborated with like Kelly O'Neill and I mean, Kim Scott, so many other people.
Oh yeah. Actually, and I still collaborate quite a bit actually, especially during COVID. Most musicians are no musicians are playing live.
Right.
Not any real big live
Yeah.
concerts. So a lot of musicians are at home. They're recording at home. So that's what I've been doing. I've been recording right here in my studio, playing
Mhm.
drums for other people. They send me their songs and I'll play on them and send the files back to them. So it's been a whole lot of that.
It's a
So
whole
doing that, I've been able to collaborate with a lot of different artists,
okay.
a lot of them. So that's an ongoing thing.
Ongoing thing.
Yes,
Well, let me
sir.
ask you this, PJ. How do you feel the internet has impacted the music industry?
Oh man, for me,
Mhm.
being that I'm an independent artist, meaning I'm not
Mhm.
signed to a label,
Okay.
I own all of my masters and I
Okay.
record everything here, and I'm able to, because of the internet, I'm able to distribute from here, from my home studio, all across the world. And
That's amazing.
that is, oh my goodness, that is invaluable,
Right.
especially in this day and age. People are streaming, people
Mhm.
want music instantly. So we're
That's
able
right.
to give it to them instantly because of the internet. So
Right.
I love it.
That's great. And it's amazing that, so many artists, I never thought, PJ, that this has allowed me to branch out in other things that, I had kind of put on the shelf a little bit.
Yeah,
It's been a blessing, it's been a curse, but it's also, you have to be creative and find other ways to do things, right?
that is very true. Very
Mhm.
true. Most musicians are, they're used to gigging, doing shows several times a week on weekends, and that's how they make their money. Well, because of COVID, it shut down all of that. So you're
Right.
having to find different ways to, if you really love making music, you're still going to do
You're
it.
still
And
gonna do
a dollar won't drive your passion if you still love it.
it.
So I encourage all musicians, that were playing a lot before the pandemic hit, um,
Mhm.
get in tune with your creative side and start creating music. Not just playing it, but creating your own music. I think that's where the real wealth is hidden, in your
Right.
own creativity.
Right. Yeah. That's some great information for all of those who are watching with us tonight. Our special guest is international recording artist, producer, drummer, writer, Mr. PJ Spraggins. And I'm super excited at this point because this brother is going to play something live for us right
Yeah,
here on Artist Talk.
yeah. I'm, just a little something.
A little something. We
Yeah, just
appreciate
a
it.
little something, just to demonstrate what it is that I do, part of what I do, and
Okay.
really it's the main thing, which is playing drums. That's my main instrument.
Your main
And
instrument. Okay.
Thankfully, I get a chance to play with a lot of different artists doing this, and I've been doing it since almost 30 years. I've been doing it for almost 30 years, and I still love it.
You still love it?
Yes, sir.
Well, we definitely love your music. And for those who are new to you, I think you are in for a special treat. If not, make sure you check out JamesPJSpraggins.com. Support his music, check out the site and listen to a sample. But right now, he's going to give us a little sample right here on Artist Talk.
All right.
Woo! There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, live right here on Jazzy After Dark. That's Mr. PJ Spraggins. So, PJ, what was that you were playing?
Just stuff off the top of my head, and
Oh,
the last part of that probably is recognizable to a lot of your jazz listeners.
mm-hmm.
Tell you what, whoever guesses the last part of that little thing I did,
Well,
I'll send you my latest CD.
there you have it. So, whoever guessed, you heard it right here on Artist Talk. If you can guess that, you can win a special treat from Mr.
I'll give you a hint. The artist, her name is Sade.
Oh, wow. So, everybody, y'all guess. Y'all guess. Well, your brother, that was pretty awesome.
Hey,
So,
man, I appreciate it.
that was simply amazing. So, I'm thinking like, so Gregory Goodlow says sweet is taboo.
Gregory Goodlow wins.
Ooh,
You
my
got
friend Gregory Goodlow is the winner.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Again,
Gregory, find me on Facebook and inbox me your mailing address, and I got you.
okay. There you have it, Gregory. Congratulations. A lot of people say enjoy seeing you. And you perform a lot also at a great venue there in Birmingham, Alabama called the Perfect Note.
Yes, that's my favorite venue in Birmingham to perform at. The owners are awesome. Is Tremaine and Karen Thompson. They're from Chicago, but they've been in the Birmingham area for a good number of years now. And so it's a Black-owned business, and they are really doing well for the community as a whole. Not only for Black people, but for everybody. It's just a great place to come out, get something to eat, and listen to some great music.
Right.
Yeah.
So make sure you check out the Perfect Note. And do you have a date, PJ? When do you plan to perform back there again?
I don't have a performance date as of right now.
Okay.
I did mine earlier. I think it was in May before everything. Well, actually, it was right after everything shut down, and my concert was the first live streaming only concert from that venue. So it was no audience, no physical audience in there, but we had an internet audience. So mine was the first show there. So I will probably be back there sometime in November or December of this year. I usually do it twice a year.
And they can always find that information on the JamesPJSpraggins.com site, right?
Yes, sir. I post all my dates at www.jamespjspraggins.com.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about, you have is your new project out? Is that the Time to Heal CD?
Yeah, that's my latest full CD, Time to Heal, which came out in 2015. And there's a real cool story behind that one, really personal story as to why the title is Time to Heal. Long story short, my wife and I were involved in a kidney transplant, and she has one of my kidneys, and that was the music that came from that whole era.
Oh, wow.
So, it's really cool project.
Really cool. Oh, and thank you for sharing that with us. And when I heard you, let me tell you, I groove to Bounce Back.
Yeah.
when I'm in the studio.
Yes, sir. Oh man, that was fun. I did that one. I released that one last year, and I did really well on the radio, on the jazz charts. It stayed on the jazz charts for a number of weeks too. And thanks to you guys at WVAS, my alma mater, because I graduated from Alabama State, and I really appreciate you guys playing that music, and all the radio stations that played it. I really appreciate it. Did really well for us. That song featured a really fantastic saxophonist out of Los Angeles, California. His name is Donald Hayes. Outstanding saxophonist.
Awesome. Yeah. And and tell them real quick, if you haven't heard Down Memory Lane, that's your latest release.
Yes, sir. That's my latest release. It's almost 3 weeks old. It's doing extremely well, especially on Spotify. A lot of people around the world are listening to it, and I've noticed, looking at the data that has come in, a lot of people overseas, especially in Germany, are really grooving in that one. Aside from the U.S., of course, the U.S. is my main audience, but this is really getting a lot of international airplay. And like I said, it came out 3 weeks ago. It's on all streaming platforms, and it's only a digital release at the moment. It features a good friend of mine on piano. His name is Wes Bird, and he's actually from Selma, Alabama, not too far from Montgomery.
Okay. Yeah. I thought the name sounded familiar.
Yeah. He's a pretty well-known guy, and he's super talented, super nice guy, and I was happy to have him on that song.
Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, it's a real grooving song. I mean, if you haven't heard it, you guys need to go over to Spotify, download it, check it out. Just purchase the CD Time to Heal. If you don't have them all, go get them all.
Go ahead and get them all.
Just go get them all.
I won't be mad, I promise you.
You won't be mad. Well, PJ, I want to ask you one last question.
Yeah.
For some young man or some young lady that's inspiring, this music industry, has its challenges, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So what's the best advice you can give someone watching this who's inspiring to do what you do?
The best advice I could give them is to learn about the business as well as staying true to your craft of music. It's called music business for a reason.
Down memory lane.
Yes, it's called the music business for a reason. It is a business, and everybody who's in it should treat it as such. You know, have fun making the music, but also be mindful of your business. You know, you want to make sure you're not getting taken advantage of. And in this day and age, you know, signing to a record label, that's, you know, that's old news. Because of the internet, you can do your own stuff and put it out yourself. Just make sure you stay true to your craft, stay true to your what you're doing, and make sure you're putting out the best version of you. You know, don't take any shortcuts. Just put out the best version, and I promise you, people will listen.
Your people listen. I think that was very important. You gave some great information, and I also think, you know, education is the key. You know, you have to study, you have to know your craft, you have to know the business.
Yes, and the
Business part.
business is changing. Of course, you know, technology changes pretty quickly, and you have to stay on top of it. And I'm glad you said education, because that is so important. My wife is a teacher. Shout out to all the teachers, and she is huge on education. And she, you know, she encourages me daily to, you know, to check out different things as it relates to what I do, and just in general. So I think people should educate themselves on what it is they are interested in. So, you know, you can do better in life with that knowledge.
Yeah, that's some great stuff, PJ. And again, I just want to tell you, my brother, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Hey, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You know, we really enjoyed you right here on Artist Talk, and we hope that you will come back.
Most definitely.
You know,
I will tell you that I'm working on a fourth CD. I have three. I'm working on number 4, and it should be out first quarter of next year. So when I'm done with it, I'm definitely going to let you know so we can come back on and talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. Come back and talk to a brother.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
Before I let you go, PJ, I just want to give them a little snippet and show them some more of your other work. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Artist Talk, let's check out international recording artist, producer, writer, Mr. PJ Spraggins. Hey, PJ, I just wanted to give them a sample because I want them to go buy it.
Yeah, please go buy it, stream it. It's everywhere you get your music: iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. It's even on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you're making your Instagram reel and you want some music, you can go search the music and find Down Memory Lane and make whatever video you want to make with that music. I don't mind.
That's right. We don't mind at all. But also, when you mention Instagram, we're going to go over to the after party on Instagram with PJ Spraggins. Maybe, you know, just come and hang out with us. Bring your wine, bring your Kool-Aid, your cranberry juice. Just got to conversate with this brother a little bit long. Maybe we can get him to play a song or two. And don't forget to please go to kwaRdradio.com and subscribe. You your email to the website. For any information, you can email me at info@kwardradio.com. All the information is right there. My brother PJ, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate the opportunity, man.
You're more than welcome. And I'm going to see you over there at the after party.
All right. See you there.
All right. Take care. Hey, everybody. Again, another great show tonight. I had an awesome time talking to PJ Spraggins. Please go support his project, his latest release, Down Memory Lane. Thank you so much for your support. Any donations that you want to contribute to the show, I would greatly appreciate it. All my information is there, the Cash App, the PayPal. No amount is ever too small. Again, join me. Don't forget also on Featured Friday. Got some exciting stuff coming up on this Friday for that. So you never know who's going to stop by Jazzy After Dark. Again, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to take care of yourself and be kind to others. We'll see you at the after party. You know, at the after party. Good night.
Artist talk. Jazzy after dark. Artist talk. Artist talk. Jazzy Jazzy after dark presents Artist Talk. A live one-on-one conversation. 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzy K Ward coming at you.